Welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. In this series, we're going to be taking on what has come to be known as the Masochist Challenge. In this challenge, we have to build a deck based on cards that we pull from the Master Pack. Every time we win a duel, we will be able to purchase one of these packs to see what cards we get to possibly add to our deck. We will also be able to pull from the Legacy Pack. Anytime we collect a Legacy ticket, we'll be able to pull from this pack as well. Unfortunately, we will not be able to buy structure decks to help us or pull from secret packs that are unlocked when you pull certain ultra rare and secret rare cards. We will not be able to do this. All credit for this challenge is going to go to the YouTuber Simo, who came up with this idea. The whole point was to build a deck with random cards and see how far you can climb the rank system in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And with all of this out of the way, let's get into it. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the Masochist Challenge. First, I wanted to say Happy New Year. This is the first video of the new year on the channel, so this is going to be hopefully a good one. Before we get into it today, I want to go over what we're going to start doing with how these videos are going to be structured going forth. Anytime we come up against an opponent that just is going to outright destroy us, we're just going to show the beginning of that duel and how that duel turned out in the very end, just to save us up on some time. Anytime we're up and against an opponent that we have some good back and forth with, where it's like, yeah, we might be able to get around his deck. Obviously, I'm going to show those duels more than just outright duels that we're just immediately losing to. And then, of course, duels that we win. Um, just to show, like, yeah, we might, again, have 5 duels in a row where we just are up against somebody's who's playing a deck that just, there's no way that we're going to win. So just to show you guys that we at least had those duels in order to pull a pity pack, that's one thing. But I really just want to be showing interesting duels, even if we lose. I just want some good back and forth with decks that we have a chance against, but still might in the end lose to. So with that being said, we just came off of 2 losses from our previous episode, so I decided to switch it up a bit. We brought back the fairy deck for this first duel at least, so let's get right into it. Yeah, I'm hoping for a better outcome today. A couple wins would be nice, and we'll start by getting the win of the coin toss here and picking to go first finally for once. Hopefully we get a good setup here. Let's see what we got in our hand. Alright, this ain't looking too bad. We've got good defense. We got Hyper Hammerhead in the hand to pop anything off of his field. We got one of our new fairies, or one of our new Earth fairies going here. We have our nice warrior here that we can special summon. So we got some good options here, but I think what we're gonna do is just test the waters. We'll throw down our big defense and see what this guy's got to throw at us. Not entirely sure what he could be running. He's got 15 cards extra deck. He's got his 40 card deck. Star. This is a pendulum thing going on here. Setting up right now. Okay, sure. He's gonna pop that off the field to activate its effect. Alright. It is a scale 5, so that's okay. This is a scale 8, so he's got anything in between there he can special summon out. Okay, he's pulling this card out. Alright. Activate his effect, popping the card again. Guess it's not once per turn. No, it looks like it can just do it. Alright. See what else he draws. Okay, he brings out, okay, a scale 1. So anywhere between 1 and 8, he can special summon things out. He can special summon out his 5 guy right now to the field. That's what it looks like he's doing. Maybe something from the hand. Yep, his 4. And his Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, of course. He could go into a level 8 Synchro, a level 11 Synchro. I don't know, there's not too many of those floating around, so especially not for a Pendulum deck. But we'll see what he's doing. He's activating this right now. So, alright, yep. Okay. Another level 4 though, so he could be going into a level 8 Synchro at this point. Problem is his Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon can absolutely swing over our defensive wall. He's going into a level 8 Synchro, so... Okay, yep, Time Star Magician, sure. And he's going to be able to draw a specific card out of his deck. He's going to draw out another one of those Harmonizing Magicians. It's okay, that's fine. Okay, now he's Synchro Summoning. The other one was an XYZ summon. I misspoke. I misread the color there. But this is going to be... Okay. Enlightenment Paladin. Never seen this card before. But all their cards can swing over our defensive wall. That's kind of unfortunate for us, but it is what it is. He's just going to swing in for as much damage as he can get in. It's understandable. I think from here, what we could do is, let's see, well, okay, we got the Primitive Butterfly. I don't think that's going to really help us, but obviously we don't have our level 1 tuner, and going into our level 7 Synchro isn't going to help us in this situation because we have so much of a life point difference in the wrong direction that's not going to be helpful for us. I think what we're going to have to do here is special summon this out first, and then we're going to summon out our fairy. We're going to keep the Hyper Hammerhead in hand for right now, but we're just going to have to try to out as much of his board as we possibly can right now, which in all honesty, I think the best thing that we can do right now is go into Black Ship and then probably just pop his Synchro monster. And then pray that, oh, of course, he's gonna, lovely. Alright, yep, cool. Well, it is what it is. Just infinite impermanence, you know, can't do anything about that. But that's gonna set us back pretty bad. I don't really see what we're gonna be able to do at this point, because at least popping one of his cards off the field was gonna be helpful. Then he would have to attack with one card to get rid of our monster, and then use the other card to actually do damage. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be a wrap for us, because he just attacks into this with any one of his monsters, and then he has game with the other two, so we're just gonna pack it up right here. Alright, duel number 2. Our opponent won the coin toss. They decided to go first, so we're going to see what they have before launching our own strategy. The good news is we have a lot of removal in our hand right now. We have our new fairy. This is really cool. We can save this for later for special summon purposes. This, he's playing Trap Tricks. That's really not good for us. I'm almost tempted to just scoop right now, but because we have so much removal in our hand, we might actually be able to get away with some of this stuff. and its effect was negated. All right, we've tried long enough. All right, duel number 3 here. Our opponent won the coin toss and chose for us to go first, which is at least something. We're going to activate our field spell here. We are going to set our defensive wall. We're going to pass. Just because if they summon something that's, level 4 or higher and start swinging with level 4s, we'll be fine. If they swing with anything that could technically out this being either a link monster, a synchro, not a synchro, but a link monster, a XYZ monster, then we can use our catapult zone to protect it for a turn and see if we can do anything with it later. But right now we're looking at another pendulum deck. Unfortunately, again, if we lose this duel, which I really want to win this duel because I hate having to do this, but technically if we lose this duel, that is 5 duels in a row once again, which means we get to pull a pity pack. And I hate doing that. So I really, really hope that we can pull off this dub. I have no idea what they're playing. A ninja deck? Ninjas are very, very tricky. They can pull off some really stupid moves. Alright, what are you going to do? I want to know. What's your plan? Okay, he is tributing? Okay, contact fusion. Okay. Too bad, sir. Okay, that's fine. Oh, come on, man. That's not even right. Again, every single time, they just have to have the out. Whatever, we'll go pull our pity pack, which I hate doing, but you know what? At this point, our deck is like at a standstill apparently. I don't like pulling these packs, but this is a rule I'm running because I'm not just gonna keep losing back and forth and make content of constantly losing. Dogmatica Punishment. We don't really have Dogmatica cards. Uh, Dragoonity. Okay, Dragoonity. We have I think one other Dragoonity card that I mean, this is a what? Another level 3 tuner. It's not the greatest thing, but I mean, it's a level 3 tuner. Trickstar. We're starting to pull a couple Trickstars. We have a couple Trickstars. I don't think we have actually 2 Trickstar monsters to actually utilize possibly getting this out. This would be really good for our fairy deck. We do have the one Trickstar that has like the 1800 defense, but I think we have like a Trickstar trap or spell here and there, but I don't think we have 2 monsters to utilize this effect or to utilize this requirement in order to summon this thing out. It would be really good if we could. Okay, target one Gaga Gaga monster in your graveyard, special summon it. I mean, that's cool. That would really help our Black Ship out have a little bit extra attack, but do we have? I think we have like what, one Gaga Gaga monster. So I mean, it could be applicable, but it would be banking on pulling both of the cards simultaneously to basically use that. Fire King, Avatar, Barog, I don't even know, Barong, whatever. Beast Warrior, 1800, level 4, looking pretty good for our XY Synchro deck. We could probably use that Pyro XYZ monster again and switch in the Salamander, whatever, Catalyzer card that we had taken out previously. We could potentially do that again. Danger, Disturbance, Disorder. This is a danger card. I mean, we only have the one danger monster, so that's not going to help us. I mean, Maybe we build a Wing Beast deck, because like the first part of this is actually pretty good, but I don't think we have that many great Wing Beasts that are like, oh, this thing is huge, and you know, our opponent will just want to attack into it because it's not going to be that big. Let's see what our nice shiny card is. Instant Contact. We're not running any of those, but that would be really good for a deck if we did run that. Big takeaways here. I mean, this would be nice, really, really nice if we had at least 2 Trickstar monsters. I can double check that, but I'm pretty sure we only have the one that I know we do have. And this card right here, just because it's a level 4 fire monster and at least is an 1800 beater. So I'm going to go and look at our deck real quick and see if we can do anything. All right, we are here with the XY Synchro deck, and first and foremost, we decided to take out the gadget cards because half the time we were pulling yellow gadget as the first card, and that doesn't help us. We need to be pulling red gadget more in order to search the yellow gadget out of the deck. And then silver gadget can, special summon one of the other gadgets out with its own effect. Like, as much as that is nice and it's a way to search, we weren't pulling the right cards the majority of the time. We were pulling the one brick of the 3 cards the majority of the time. So we got rid of the gadgets and we ended up putting back in our catalyzer because it's a level 4 fire monster. 1600 is, not our strongest attack because most of our stuffs are like 1800 beaters or higher, but at least it's a fire level 4. We put in Witchcrafter here because she's a level 4 fire monster with 1800, so at least she's a 1800 beat stick. We've also put in our Fire King because he's also a level 4 1800 fire beat stick. So that's at least 3 more level 4 fire monsters that we can at least utilize to XYZ summon into our Flame Vixen here. So at least this is now a workable card in our extra deck and is not just a dead card. So, and then the other thing is that we only have 4 Trickstar cards now. This is our only actual monster. These spells can technically summon out 2 Trickstar tokens that we could end up using to help, link climb into Trickstar Bella here. But adding this and adding 2 of these into our fairy deck right now, I don't think is quite worth it the way that the deck is currently trying to run. But you guys let me know what you think about that. We could still potentially do that. But with all that said and out of the way, let's go get into another duel. All right, here we are with the next duel. We are playing our XY Synchro deck, and our hand it's okay. It's doing all right, I guess. We have Thunderbird in our hand. We have our Spider. Right now, I think we're just going to activate our Catapult Zone. We're going to set our defensive wall and kind of see where this guy is at with his deck. I don't want to commit too much. We don't have a tuner to use with our Spider yet, and I don't want to commit anything with Danger Thunderbird until we see what's going on here, because this is one of our, if not our highest attack monster in this deck currently, and I don't want to just have it get lost because we're not playing smart with it right now. So we'll see what happens here. Obviously, Twin-Headed Behemoth is not going to swing over our defense. Who knows what this guy is playing? He could be playing a Masochist deck, and I don't know. He's using a Dragon Pendulum with this. He might be trying to play like dragon cards that he's drawn, but who knows? He might be actually playing a Dragon Pendulum deck that he decided to put Twin-Headed Behemoth in just because it can reoccur itself on destruction, so, or at least once. We do have this. This is our scale 3. We will just set this right over here just to line it up with this. That way its effect can't be like infinite impermanence by chance. You know what? Let's activate this because we can negate his whole effect until the end of the turn, and we can actually just go in with our Botanical Lion, swing over him, and now this can't reoccur itself out of the graveyard. So that might be a way to out whatever he's trying to set up. So that's actually a good thing. Okay, sure. He just saved himself. Let's activate Thunderbird. If we hit, that, that's fine. We'll just activate this, and we're gonna pop whatever this card is here. All right, that works for us. And then what we can do is actually go into Black Ship from here, and we can out his Behemoth like this instead. Or not. Why can't we? Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, no, there's nothing we can do there. That's fine. We're just gonna end turn. I mean, he's saving this like one turn. I guess like this isn't. I don't think this is a quick effect that we can use. No. So if he does like tribute this or something, or go into some like level 3 shenanigans, which doesn't look like he is, he's got to be playing like a Masochist deck. Because why would you be using dragons and zombies together? That just doesn't make any sense to me. We got our Starry Night here. I think we're just going to activate this again. We're going to target this. And then we will go into battle. We will save our resources on our Black Ship. And then we can go into main phase 2 here. We can set our Angel, or our Fairy, I should say, Starry Night, Astel, and that shouldn't work. Okay, whatever. I guess it's until the end phase, and this is, I guess, during the end phase? Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. I guess. I thought like this like had to go until the very end of the turn, and then the effect could come back online, but alright, that doesn't look good for us. We can just Catapult Zone though to save our Black Ship. Obviously we do not want to lose our Black Ship. We'll take the damage, of course, either way. Send that, that's fine. There we go. Alright, ooh, Spygal Misty, that's a good card for us. Could potentially get us a +1. We still can't use that. It's not looking good because we need a way to out this. Let's summon Spygal Misty. Seeing how this does look like he's playing a Masochist deck, we're gonna go monster. That's good. We needed that. Special summon, that doesn't help us at all, unfortunately. This is not looking good for us now. This is kind of annoying. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to change Black Ship to defense because that's probably what he's going to target with his monster's attack, which is kind of smart and kind of silly all at the same time, because it's like he could attack Spygal Misty and actually do damage to us, but the Black Ship is a bigger threat, so obviously he's not swinging over with Lord of D, and he's going for the unknown. Okay, that's fine. Yep. Alright, that's fair. This is not looking good for us. He's definitely got to be playing some sort of like dragon-made Masochist deck, because none of this is actually making a whole lot of sense. White Oak. Yeah, this isn't looking good for us in the slightest. Let's summon out our Breaker. Like this is like, while this points to a monster, your opponent monster cannot target this card for attacks. Oh. So actually maybe we do this. Let's send this away. We throw this up here. he can't target this card for attacks, and that means he's stuck right now. He's absolutely stuck. He can't do anything. I thought this was just undestroyable when it's pointing to something, but it is literally untargetable for attacks. So that could help us out here. I mean, he could actually just be playing an Odd Eyes deck. What did this just do? Again, you can't target me for battle, sir. Okay, this is a good card if we could actually lock back row down with it, but all of his back row is currently flip face up, so in all honesty, I think we just we're gonna set this and we're gonna pass. There's not a whole lot we can do. I don't want to waste white oak because he can just throw that on the an attack at that instead. All right, I guess. Okay, this could potentially help us if he starts drawing on this turn. Or this coming turn of his, so we'll just set that, I guess, and pass again. I don't really see how we're going to out his card right now at all. It's really unfortunate he outed our black ship and just had monsters that had attack that was too high to fit the criteria of our black ship's effect. I completely forgot that there is a limit with that. It was kind of a misplay on my part, but I don't really think it would have mattered. Like, at this point, we probably wouldn't have summoned Black Ship at all, knowing that in our current position, so it really isn't that big of a deal either. Well, I didn't know that it had to meet the criteria of both of those, but we will just activate this right now in respects, because it doesn't really matter. And we still at least get to lock his back row out. But now the problem is maybe we should have summoned something behind this so that this thing's effect couldn't take place, because now he can out our card. Right now, we really need one of our set monsters that if he attacks into, he'll just pop his card. Like, that's our only way out of this at this point. So what I think we'll do is we'll special summon our spider. We'll set our white oak and just kind of wall up right now. If we actually pull a 1900 beater of ours that's a warrior. Do we even have one of those? I know we have 1800 warriors. I'm trying to remember all our 1900 beaters. I guess we can look real quick with this. This is actually very helpful. Photon Thrasher is a warrior. Actually, we pull Photon Thrasher and equipped it with Lightning Blade, and we get to out his card. Of course, I completely forgot that he could just pop something like that. All right. We really need something special here. This is not going to help us at all. Yeah, I guess that's basically our best play right now. Okay, but that's only for this turn. Come on, warrior. Nope, that's not gonna do us any good. Well, that's the duel. There's nothing we can do there. There's nothing. He had a really good out. We're gonna look at his deck real quick. No, he's not playing a Masochist deck. He's just playing some dragon deck he threw together with a plethora of different engines running in it and everything. Interesting. All right, well, it is what it is. All right, here we are with our next duel. We won the coin toss. We're going first. We are still playing some fairies right now. We've got Dark Lord in our hand. We have our pendulum monsters right here. This is good. I don't think we need to use them just yet. Our first and foremost play is just setting our defensive wall to see what the heck they're doing. They've got a full extra deck, and it looks like they're playing a 40 card deck, so all standard here. So we'll see what he's actually got going on here. Very interesting. He made like a blank stare face with his name. That's kind of funny. But hopefully this duel goes well. All we need to do is draw one good fairy that can stay alive long enough for us to get Dark Lord on the field, and we'll be cooking. Dogmatica, Fallen of Albaz, so he's playing some sort of Despia deck, whether it be branded or not, I guess we'll find out. There goes the branded dragon, of course. So these new support cards, they're quite good. Let's see how far he can go. This might just be another scoop. Yeah, this is over. Okay, so we lost a coin toss, and our opponent chose for us to go second. So let's see what they've got going on here. 7 in the extra deck. A little over 40 cards for their main deck. We have Cyber Dragon. We've got a couple of our fairies in our hand, of course. We're still playing the fairy deck. Spygal Misty. Okay. What does it look like they're playing? Probably Galaxy or some sort of dragon deck, some sort of level 8 dragon deck, whether it be Galaxy Dragons or some mishmash dragon deck is to be seen. I'm gonna guess they're probably playing the structure deck, but it doesn't look like they've added to it. Like if they did, this extra deck monster thing would be filled out a little bit more. Now here's the interesting thing. We could summon out Cyber Dragon and something else. That's kind of a commitment right now, though. Let's do it. Let's summon out Cyber Dragon. Let's summon out Spygal Misty because we're gonna see if we can go and draw that card. With this deck, let's just choose monster and see if we can add ourselves a card from the deck, or at least draw a card. They're gonna Ash Blossom this, so it's not even gonna matter. We didn't even like see their card, and they were already able to negate that, but that's alright. Let's go into battle here, and we'll be safe about this. Let's swing with the Cyber Dragon. Of course, we could have killed it with Spygal, but that's alright. We'll go in for 15, and then that's all we can do right now. Let's see what they got going on. I mean, we know that they have the 2 level 8 dragons in their hand, so from here, it shouldn't be too much that they can do if they just draw another level 8, or maybe they drew a spell card or something that'll help them get going a little bit. But I don't see them going very far right now. This is like a really good start for us right now, because I mean, yeah, they're probably playing like the Photon Galaxy-ized structure deck, but without like the support from outside of the normal structure deck, it's not as good as it could be. We actually have a really good shot of beating this, because it's kind of difficult for the deck on its own to summon out things, especially if you don't draw them in your opening hand. Then it really kind of sets you behind. I should know, I've tried playing that deck. I do like the deck. I didn't get the support cards for it that just recently came out. I don't really think I plan to, unless I really like draw them out of packs on my normal file. It just, I mean, I like the monsters, they're cool, but you know, it's a bit much. Cypher Spectrum, okay, main 2. They're gonna set that card that they just got. Okay. not going to be really applicable for them right now. This is good to see in our hand. I think what we're going to do, I don't want to risk getting like this blown up. Maybe what we'll do is we'll summon this out. We'll go in for, like, what is that? That's a lot of, actually that's quite a bit of damage right there. Maybe we should have summoned out our fairy. I'm not quite sure. Would have that have made the difference? Yeah, we actually would have won that. Well, that's alright. We're gonna go into main phase 2 and we're gonna just we're gonna summon out our black ship. We're gonna put it right here because we know that this trap is not an infinite impermanence, so this is good. And we'll just pass right here. He is, as long as he doesn't draw anything, he's going to scoop, and we've actually won this duel. Not by an Exodia deck out like last time, but or in a failed Exodia attempt, I should say, but actually by playing this duel. Like, this is good. Yeah, I really, yep, there it is. We got it. Let's go open a master pack. All right, let's open this new master pack, see what we get. Very excited. We really need to get some more of these packs more frequently because we really need to add to our deck. The Wicked Avatar. Yeah, a must be normal summon or set by attributing 3 monsters. You can't special summon it. If this card is normal summoned to your opponent cannot activate spell or traps until the end of their second turn after this activation. This is a really good way to lock down our enemy. This card's attack and defense are equal to the highest attack on the field plus 100 except the Wicked Avatar. So this is, we could play this. This is kind of like a really stally card though. We'll think about it. You guys let me know if we should add this to our deck. I do have a new deck getting built in the background right now with like our best cards, or what I perceive to be as our best cards. You guys let me know what you think when that deck comes out. It'll probably be dropping for next episode. What is this? Earthbound. We don't have Earthbound stuff. Unicorn Beacon. That's, I mean, if we build a Beast or Wing Beast deck, sure, but I doubt it. Dolce. I don't think we have a lot of Dolce cards yet. Ghost Strict. We don't really have Ghost Strict stuff. Beginning of Heaven and Earth. This is good for Gaia and Blackluster Soldier decks. Well, it's not the greatest thing for them, but it can be useful. This we don't have supporting cards for, and we have like one other Time Thief, so that's not going to come into play. All in all, none of these, unfortunately, are useful for us. This might be, if we decide to use something with this. Again, this is just going to be a big stall card. I mean, yeah, it's sure. It's nice and shiny, though. All right, cool. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of the year. Can't wait for next episode. I'm going to have that new deck up and running. I'll explain what I did. Again, I think it's kind of our best cards that we have, mostly with like our best strategies kind of combined. But I'll show you guys that next episode. Until then, guys, stay safe out there. Take care. I'm ProtoPawn. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.